Imagine Mr. X is accused of multiple offenses, and if it is going to be separate charge for each of such offenses, then it is going to be a hell lot of time for him to attend the court. In such case, can he ask to join all those charges together and to conduct a single trial? Is that really possible? That is what precisely we are going to learn in my today's class, that is from section number 218 to 222. And when one offense is done by multiple people, how the same is treated, we are going to learn in 223 and a little more about 224. Hey guys, welcome to my legal classes. This is Ganesh Pujari and this is the second lecture on charges. I have already covered an initial lecture on charge. If you have not yet watched it, please watch it so that this will be a continuing class on the same. With that, let's move to the next slide. Before getting into the joinders, let us try understand the general rule when it comes to charge. The general rule is very simple. For every specific offense, there should be separate charge and it should hold separate trial. Now, where is this discussed? This is discussed under section number 218. But 218 doesn't stop there only. It continues with the exceptions. What are those exceptions under 218, 19, 20, 21 and 22? Let's try see in the future slides. As I already said, first part of the section 218 says for every single offense there should be a separate charge and they should try it separately. But there is an exception. If an accused gives in writing to the magistrate to hold them together, in such case if magistrate feels fit, he can bring them all together and try them together. Now I am giving illustration when that is possible and when that is not possible. Imagine X goes to A's home and he was trying to take away 1 lakh rupees from his home, but while doing so, A sees him and try to stop, and X hurts A and run away with 1 lakh rupees. In this case, X has done two offenses. One, he has caught for theft case as well as he is an accused for hurt case. Now, these both transactions have happened together in a single transaction, so it can be held with the joinder of charges. Whereas if X has gone to A's home to take 1 lakh rupees, that is theft case, and he has hurt Y in some other case. Now they are two different transactions, so they cannot be held together. That's what we need to remember. If both the transaction or multiple transaction happened in a single transaction, they can be tried together, but if they were different other transaction in different cases, then they cannot be brought under single charge. That's what we need to remember. With that, let's try move to the section number 219. Section number 219 is very interesting. If a person is accused of same kind of offenses within the span of 12 months for 3 or less than 3 times, in that case, they all can be tried together. Now, 3 important aspects you need to remember. The first thing, 3 or less than 3 offenses. Number 2, they need to be of same kind of offenses. And number 3, they need to be within the time span of 1 year. It is not January to December. It is within the span of last 12 months. That's what you need to remember. That's very important. Now, I am giving an illustration. Mr. X has done a theft case in the month of June. And again he is doing another theft case in the month of December, and he is doing one more theft case in the month of March. Now they all happened within the 12 months, so they can all be tried together. But there is one exception. If somebody is charged under IPC 379 and 380, they cannot be treated together because for 379, the punishment is just 3 years, whereas 380, which is talking about the theft case in dwelling houses, vessels or temples and other places, there the punishment is 7 years. So they cannot be treated together because they are two different offenses with different kind of punishment. Though they sound same, they are not same. That's what we need to remember. That's one exception. And in this section, that is according to section 219, an attempt is also an offense. Like he has done 2 attempts and 1 actually theft case. In that case, 2 attempts are also considered as theft case. That's what we need to remember. With that, let's move to the next slide. Section number 220 is very easy. It discusses about trial for more than one offense in a single transaction. I am going to give 2 illustrations which will clarify all of your doubt when it comes to section 220. Illustration number 1. Imagine Mr. A is under police custody, and Mr. X tried to rescue him from police custody, and while doing so he grievously hurt a police officer. In such case, X has done two offenses. Number one, rescuing a person from lawful custody is an offense as per IPC section 225. Number two, causing grievous hurt to the police officer while doing so is an offense as per section number 333 of IPC. He will be charged together, or it can be a joinder of charge when it comes to illustration number 1. Illustration 2 discusses about an adultery case. A entices B, who is wife of C, to commit adultery. It is an offense as per section number 497, and A actually commits adultery with B. That is an offense as per section number 498. Now, one thing you need to remember, adultery is no more an offense. It is been removed during September 2018. With that, let's move to the next section. If you're thinking preparing a charge sheet is very easy, no, it's not easy. Sometimes it becomes so confusing that what exactly can be the offense. Now imagine there is a theft case. It can be receiving of stolen property, there can be criminal breach of trust, or there can be cheating also. In such cases, what a person will do who is preparing the charge sheet, he might add all those offenses in the charge sheet, like there is a theft, there is receiving of stolen property, there can be criminal breach of trust or cheating. He brings everything in the charge sheet, and that is possible. But he has to give notice to the accused on all the charges which is being mentioned in the charge sheet. That's very important, so that the accused will prepare his answers accordingly. Finally, he will be tried together on all these offenses or all these charges, and then he will be punished according to the charges whichever is proved. Now, there is one interesting case which is discussed under Sham Sahab Mutani versus State of Karnataka, where it was held that when an accused was charged of one offense and acquitted of the above charge, he can't be convicted under alternative charges when no notice was given to the accused calling upon him to enter his defense for the alternate charge. That means whenever you are adding another charge, it need to be informed to the accused. That's very important. So this is what discussed under section number 221, where it is doubtful what offense has been committed. We mentioned all the doubtful offenses in the list, and finally it will be tried together and he will be punished for all those proven charges. That's section number 221. Let's move to the section 222. What if an accused is charged under one offense and later it was proved that he has not done that offense, instead he has done a small offense? What happens in that case? Let us try understand with the illustration. Illustration says a person is charged under section 325, which is grievous hurt, but later while doing trial it was proved that the act done in grave and sudden provocation, which is coming under section 335. Now if you see the punishment for section 335 lesser than section 325, that is possible to add those new charges which is minor charges under section number 222, which you need to remember. Guys, if you see my slides, there is a lot of information added. I cannot explain all of them. Please go through. This is for the purpose of your notes I have added. Please take screenshot while you are watching this video. And with that, let's move to section number 223. Section number 223 gives direction to what persons may be charged jointly. Now, there are 7 subclauses. I am going to quickly read them for the benefit of students. They are: persons accused of same offense committed in the course of same transactions can be charged together, or persons accused or accused of abatement or attempt to commit can be charged together, or persons accused more than one offense of the same kind within the meaning of section 219, which says committed jointly within 1 year. Now 4 says different offenses committed in the course of same transaction can be charged jointly. 5th point says an offense which includes theft, extortion, cheating, criminal misappropriation, receiving or retaining, assisting in the disposal or concealment of property possession can be tried together. 6th point says person accused of offenses under section number 411 and 414 of the Indian Penal Code, which is receiving of stolen property and concealment of stolen property, can be jointly tried. And the last one, counterfeit coin or abatement of or attempting to commit such offense can be tried together. That is all about section 223. Section 224 is interesting and easy. It says when several charges made against a person and he got convicted for one or few of them, in such case the complainant or the officer conducting the prosecution may, with the consent of the court, withdraw the remaining charges or charges. That is what said in section 224, which says withdrawal of remaining charges on conviction on one of several charges. I am giving an illustration. Imagine Mr. X is being accused of doing theft, receiving stolen property, criminal breach of trust and cheating, and during trial it was proved that he has done theft and cheating, and the remaining two charges will be withdrawn, that is receival of stolen property and criminal breach of trust. I hope that's very clear. With that, I am concluding this session. Thank you so much for watching me. Please subscribe my channel, please like, share and comment my videos, and if you want to watch the same content in Hindi, please subscribe my other channel Kachi Hindi Pakki Law. Videos there will come little late, maybe June 2019. Thank you so much and all the very best.